हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम देखेंगे वाल्वुलर हार्ट डिसीज इन दैट स्टेनोसिस एंड रिगर्जिटेशन ऑफ ए पल्मोनिक वाल्व। इससे पहले हम लोगों ने वीडियो में देखा था स्टेनोसिस एंड रिगर्जिटेशन ऑफ ए माइट्रल वाल्व, एओर्टिक वाल्व एंड ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व। वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं आपको कहना चाहूँगी कि अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो पसंद आए तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं with a stenosis and regurgitation of a pulmonic valve. In this figure, four valves are there: pulmonic semilunar valve, aortic semilunar valve, bicuspid valve, tricuspid valve. Today we are learn about the pulmonic semilunar valve, in that pulmonic stenosis and pulmonic regurgitation. Now we see about the general meaning of a stenosis and regurgitation. Stenosis means valve does not open all the way, not enough blood passes through. Then regurgitation means valve does not close all the way, so blood leaks backwards. We start pulmonic stenosis. In that definition, pulmonic stenosis is a narrowing of the pulmonary valve resulting in obstructed blood flow from the right ventricle to pulmonary valve. इट इज़ अ कंजेनाइटल इन मोस्ट ऑफ केसेस। इस फिगर में आप देख सकते हैं कि पल्मोनरी वाल्व स्टेनोसिस की वजह से जो ब्लड राइट वेंट्रिकल में से पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में जाना चाहिए वो नहीं जा सकता है। उसकी वजह से राइट वेंट्रिकल में से ब्लड राइट एट्रियम में वापस जाता है और राइट वेंट्रिकल में ब्लड जमा होते होते राइट वेंट्रिकुलर हाइपरट्रोफी होने के चांसेस भी बढ़ जाता है और इससे आगे जो ब्लड लंग्स में जाना चाहिए वो नहीं जा सकता है और इसकी वजह से लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में ब्लड कम आता है और कार्डियक आउटपुट डिक्रीज होता है। इसकी वजह से पेशेंट में फटीग, साइनोसिस जैसे साइन एंड सिम्टम्स देखे जाते हैं। नाउ कॉजेस एंड रिस्क फैक्टर्स इंक्लूड्स pulmonary valve stenosis usually occurs when the pulmonary valve does not grow properly during fetal development. However, certain conditions can increase risk of developing pulmonary valve stenosis, includes the carcinoid syndrome, rheumatic fever, and Nonens syndrome. Now, symptoms includes heart murmur, shortness of breath, bluish coloration of the skin, then chest pain, abdominal distension, fainting, fatigue, poor weight gain, and sudden death may occur. Then pathophysiology of a pulmonic stenosis includes, due to any etiological factors, narrowing of a pulmonary valve, then it leads to obstruction of a blood flow from right ventricle to pulmonary artery. Then incomplete emptying of a right ventricle, due to that right ventricular hypertrophy may arise, and due to that reduced left ventricular filling and decrease the cardiac output. Due to decreased cardiac output, it decreases the tissue perfusion in a patient's body. Then diagnostic evaluation includes history taking and physical examination, ECG, echocardiogram, chest X-ray, CT scan and MRI. Now management includes preventive antibiotics, then antiarrhythmics to improve the heart functions, then blood thinner to prevent the blood clots, then prostaglandin drugs. Now surgical management includes percutaneous balloon valvuloplasty, then pulmonary valve replacement surgery, then open heart surgery. This all about the pulmonic stenosis. Now pulmonary regurgitation, definition of it: failure of a pulmonary valve to close completely causes backflow of a blood into the right ventricles. इस फिगर में आप लोग देख सकते हैं कि पल्मोनरी वाल्व है जो completely क्लोज नहीं हो रहा है, इससे जो ब्लड राइट वेंट्रिकल में से पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में जा रहा है वो लीकेज होके वापस राइट वेंट्रिकल्स में आ रहा है। Now causes of pulmonary regurgitation includes, less common causes are infective endocarditis, complications after surgery to repair tetralogy of Fallot, then carcinoid syndrome, then rheumatic fever and complications after the catheterization. Then symptoms includes difficulty in breathing and fatigue, especially during exercise. Then chest pain such as squeezing, pressure or tightness. Then sensation of rapid or irregular heartbeat, that is palpitations. Then other symptoms include swelling of the legs or feet, then dizziness or fainting attack, then lightheadedness, then bluish discoloration of the nails and lips, that is cyanosis, then enlarged lower right chamber of the heart. Then pathophysiology includes, due to any etiological factors, incomplete closure of a pulmonary valve. It leads to backflow of a blood to right ventricle, and due to that right ventricular hypertrophy may arise, and due to that maybe decreased left ventricular filling, and due to that decreased cardiac output may arise in a patients, and cyanosis and fatigue, these type of symptoms may seen in a patient. Now diagnostic evaluation includes history taking and physical examination, ECG, echocardiogram, chest x-ray, CT scan, MRI. Then management includes, while medications unfortunately are not effective for pulmonary regurgitation, they may be prescribed to treat specific symptoms associated with a pulmonary regurgitation. These medications includes drugs that remove extra water from the body, that is diuretics, and drugs to control heart rhythm problems, that is antiarrhythmic drugs. Then surgical management includes, common types of surgery for pulmonary regurgitation includes pulmonary valve replacement surgery, then percutaneous transcatheter pulmonary valve replacement surgery, then conduit replacement surgery. Now nursing diagnosis for valvular heart disease, that pain related to reduced coronary artery blood flow and increased myocardial oxygen needs, as evidenced by severe chest pain, dyspnea, increase or decrease in pulse rate, then decreased cardiac output related to valvular stenosis or insufficiency or heart failure, as evidenced by murmurs, dyspnea, dysrhythmias, and peripheral edema. Other diagnosis: activity intolerance related to insufficient oxygenation secondary to decreased cardiac output, and pulmonary congestion, as evidenced by weakness, fatigue, dyspnea, increase or decrease in pulse rate, and blood pressure change. Then excess fluid volume related to fluid retention secondary to valvular induced heart failure, as evidenced by peripheral edema, weight gain, neck vein distension. Then deficient knowledge related to lack of experience and exposure to information about disease and treatment process, as evidenced by verbalization of a misconception about measure to prevent complications and request for information. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स। इस वीडियो में हमने देखा पल्मोनिक स्टेनोसिस एंड पल्मोनिक रिगर्जिटेशन। अगर आपको मेरा ये वीडियो चैनल पसंद आया हो तो प्लीज़ इसे शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, और अगर आपको कमेंट भी करना हो तो मेरे कमेंट बॉक्स में जाके कमेंट करें।